Hi everyone, I'm Bryan. You might know me from TeleGeography's enterprise research, or if you're listening to this, as the host of the WAN Manager podcast.
Network automation is more about using software rather than writing software. And that's a distinction that, you need to basically embrace,
despite there needs to be intelligent use of the software with some knowledge of how it works, even if you don't have to actually write it, right?
Cloud to cloud is actually connecting your disparate cloud environments together, which is not something that is necessarily a native capability for these different...
the incentives aren't exactly there for them.
So the next season of the WAN Manager podcast will be our biggest ever. It's so big, we couldn't contain our conversations to just the WAN. That's why the WAN Manager podcast is now TeleGeography Explains the Internet. New name, more content, same great show. I am joined today by Dr. Michael Lebby, who is the CEO of Lightwave Logic. And today my guest is Jim Poole, Vice President of Business Development at Equinix. I thought I'd invite my colleague Rob Schult on to just talk about some of the impacts of this potential change in technology. We're bringing our latest and greatest WAN takes, but more broadly, we'll cover the global business of connectivity. So whether you're looking for IP transit pricing trends, submarine cable news, satellite and 5G developments, or anything about the business of moving bits around the world, tune in to keep track of all the great data and trends you come to TeleGeography for.
The reality is, as much as, for years and years, we talked about networking. How did you start every conversation? You drew up a cloud on a whiteboard.
The cloud is always the part you don't want to talk about right now.
So we are working on the pipes. I mean, if you consider an analogy of the motorway or the freeway system, we're working on the cars that go on it or the vehicles that go on it. So we're working on the optical devices.
So if you love the WAN Manager podcast, you're really going to love TeleGeography Explains the Internet. We're still talking about all things WAN. We're still chatting with network experts. And I have a feeling I won't be able to escape conversations about the future of MPLS. New episodes are coming to your feed very soon. You can find us wherever you get your podcasts. We'll see you on the internet.